Welcome to our tutorial on augmented reality in Java. In today's video, we'll explore what augmented reality is, how it can be utilized in Java applications, and we'll create a simple AR application together. Augmented reality, or AR, is the integration of digital information with the user's environment in real time. It's used in applications such as games, educational tools, and even marketing. But how does it work in Java? First, we'll need an AR library that supports Java. One popular choice is AR Toolkit, which allows us to create AR applications easily. Let's start by downloading the library. After downloading AR Toolkit, we will set it up in our development environment. Ensure you have Java installed. We recommend using JDK 11 or later. Next, let's set up a new Java project. You can do this in your favorite IDE, such as IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse. Create a new project called AR Demo. Now, add the AR Toolkit library to your project. In IntelliJ, you can right-click on the project and select Open Module Settings. From there, go to Libraries and add the downloaded AR Toolkit jar files. Let's create our first Java class. Right-click on the source folder, create a new Java class named AR App. This class will contain our main method and our AR setup code. Now, we need to initialize AR Toolkit in our application. First, we'll set up the AR context, which is pivotal for everything AR related. Let's incorporate the necessary imports and initialize the context. In this code, we import the AR Toolkit classes, initialize an AR context, and call the initAR method in main. This creates an AR context. Now, let's configure the camera feed for our AR application. Here, we have modified the initAR method to start the camera. This will allow us to see the real-world environment where we'll overlay digital content. Next, let's create a method to render our AR content. The render method will handle every frame of our application. It's where we will define how our digital objects interact with the real world. For now, let's set up a simple event loop to call this method continuously. In this loop, we indicate that we will continuously call render and update the AR context. Remember, this is a basic event loop. In a real application, you'd want to manage threads and performance more carefully. Now, let's implement the rendering of an AR marker. A marker is a physical object that your AR application recognizes. In this example, we'll use a simple square marker. In the render method, we obtain the current marker from the AR context. If the marker is visible, we call a method drawMarker, which we will define next to display our AR content. In drawMarker, you will typically draw 3D objects on top of your recognized marker. For simplicity, let's assume we're going to display a simple colored hue at the marker's position. For 3D graphics, you can use a library like OpenGL, which integrates well with Java. If you decide to do this later, ensure you include specific render calls to display geometric shapes. Now let's initialize and start our rendering loop in the main method. Let's enhance the main method of our AR app class. We call initAR to set up the context and then start render loop to continuously render our AR content. With the basic structure in place, let's test our application. Now before we can run, make sure you have a physical marker to test with. You can print a marker image from the AR Toolkit documentation. Once you're ready, run your application. With everything in place, point your camera at the marker. You should see the terminal printing marker detected. When it's recognized, meaning your AR setup is working. Congratulations! You've successfully set up a simple augmented reality app using Java and AR Toolkit. Now, you can expand this basic framework to add more complex 3D models, animations, or interactions. In upcoming tutorials, we'll dive deeper into adding 3D models, animations, and enhancing user interactions with AR. So don't forget to subscribe to stay updated. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Happy coding!